My name is Nandi Okoye. I am 62 years old, and this story began on an ordinary evening in Johannesburg. 6 months earlier, I had stood beside a hospital bed and watched my husband's chest rise for the last time. After 40 years of marriage, silence moved into my home like a permanent tenant. Grief does not shout. It rearranges furniture inside your chest. When the medical bills arrived, I realized something else. Love does not pay electricity. Retirement disappeared overnight. So I took the only job available, night payroll reconciliation at a large private hospital in Sandton. My responsibility was simple: verify salary disbursements, confirm overtime logs, and flag discrepancies before funds were released. Numbers. Quiet work. Invisible work. Perfect for someone the world had stopped noticing. The first night I saw him, he was pushing a mop bucket down the corridor. Tall. Lean. Slight limp in his left leg. His name was Musa Dlamini. He nodded politely but did not speak. Every evening after that, he cleaned the same hallway outside the payroll office. And every evening, he left exactly when I did. At first, I thought nothing of it. Hospitals never truly sleep. But at night, they breathe differently. Machines hum louder. Footsteps echo longer. Security guards sit straighter. And loneliness feels heavier. One evening, I returned from the restroom to find my office door slightly open. I was certain I had closed it. Inside, nothing looked disturbed. My desk remained neat. Files stacked carefully. Still, something felt shifted. Like air that had been inhaled by someone else. The next night, Musa paused outside my office. "You lock this door when you step away?" he asked gently. "Yes." He nodded once. "Good." He didn't explain why he asked. But the following evening, he began walking me to the elevator without invitation. Over the next weeks, small irregularities appeared. An overtime approval form logged twice. A nurse's salary adjustment reversed without explanation. A login timestamp on my computer during hours I wasn't present. I reported it quietly to my supervisor. She frowned. "Probably system error," she said. But I knew numbers. Numbers do not make mistakes repeatedly in the same direction. Someone was redirecting small amounts from staff accounts. Tiny deductions. Barely noticeable. But consistent. One night, as Musa and I walked toward the parking lot, he stopped abruptly. A black sedan idled near the far fence. Headlights off. Windows tinted. I had seen it before. Same position. Different night. "It belongs to someone inside," I said quickly, trying to dismiss my own fear. Musa did not answer. Instead, he walked me all the way to my car and waited until my engine started. He did that every night afterward. Weeks later, during a power outage, we sat in the dim emergency lighting near the stairwell. That was when he told me. He had once worked internal security for a corporate building. Years ago, he reported a supervisor who was falsifying safety reports. They demoted him. The supervisor kept his position. Months later, faulty wiring caused a fire. 2 people died. "I saw the warning signs," Musa said quietly. "But I let management convince me it wasn't my place." His voice held no drama. Only regret. That was the moment I understood why he watched everything. The payroll discrepancies grew bolder. Small amounts became larger. Shift bonuses vanished. Contract workers underpaid. I began building a private spreadsheet. Not on the hospital system. On a flash drive I kept in my handbag. If someone was altering records, I needed proof. One evening, my office drawer was slightly open. The flash drive was gone. That night, Musa did not let me walk alone. Halfway down the corridor, he touched my arm. "Stay here," he whispered. I heard it then. Footsteps. Not casual. Not wandering. Purposeful. A man's voice near my office door. Trying the handle. Silence. Then footsteps retreating. Musa led me back into a storage room and locked it from inside. We waited. I felt my heartbeat in my teeth. Security footage revealed something shocking. The person accessing payroll systems after hours was not an outsider. It was the hospital's finance director. He had been siphoning funds for months. Targeting low-income nurses and contract cleaners, people least likely to challenge discrepancies. And when he noticed I began tracking patterns, he accessed my office. Looking for evidence. Police arrived quietly. They reviewed system logs. Pulled security tapes. Examined Musa's written notes. Yes, he kept notes too. License plates. Times. Unusual behavior. He had been documenting everything. The finance director was arrested inside his own office the next day. During investigation, we learned something else. The sedan in the parking lot belonged to him. He had been waiting to confront me. Not violently, perhaps. But intimidation can destroy a life just as effectively. If Musa had not stopped me in that hallway. If I had walked into my office alone, this story might not exist. The hospital board issued public statements. New financial safeguards implemented. Compensation restored to employees. I was asked to testify internally. Musa declined recognition. He simply transferred to another hospital branch. Before leaving, he handed me a small envelope. Inside was a handwritten note. The quiet ones see the cracks first. Never doubt what you notice. I still work nights and reconcile numbers. But I no longer mistake silence for safety. Kindness is not weakness. Attention is not paranoia. And the people sweeping floors often understand danger long before executives do. Musa once told me something I will never forget. Being invisible teaches you how to observe. Sometimes the person no one notices is the one saving everyone else. And sometimes all it takes is someone deciding to pay attention.